right, we're back at Brucci's here talking with folks about what music means to them and why do they come to a place, a venue like Brucci's for music. What is it that draws them? What is it that connects them to the music? And we got Tim sitting with us, and Tim is one of the performers tonight also, and he's going to tell us a little bit about how music connects with him, his well-being, brings him to his happy place. So here we go. Tim, thanks for being with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be with you. It really does bring me to my happy place. I'm an older man. I'm in my late 60s. I've had a very full life, and I've had some important moments in my life where things got to be too serious. And if we were jumped into a time machine and I brought you all with me and we went back to my early days, my teenage years, I was in a band. And I was in a band that was played mostly at Catholic, what's called CYOs, Catholic Youth Organization halls.
I remember them.
You do? Okay. And I was the singer. And I also played trumpet. And in the band, we had some fine players. And we actually had a man that became a head of a jazz show in New York who was blind. His name was Paul Rakowski. And we had another fellow that his name was Bobby Rydell, but it wasn't the Bobby Rydell. And he played lead guitar. And we would go to these Catholic youth organizations and we would play. So then I went off to college and so forth. And I know that many of you that are listening to this understand that back in your life, you can go back, and it doesn't matter how old you are, and you can have a smile on your face because you'll remember things that made you feel good.
From the music.
From the music. So here I am, and I walk into Brucci's 4 years ago, right where we are now, and I see this guy, Mike Shackelford, who I had already heard was an outstanding performer and songwriter. And he started to play and sing, and I got enthralled with that. And this friend of mine said, "Why don't you sing one?" Because they were doing some open mic. I said, "Oh, I couldn't do that. I haven't done this in 35 years." So this guy thrust a guitar in my hand, and I did play the guitar a little bit. And I sang a song, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. And the hook was set. Because then after that, I started working on the guitar and playing and singing at home. And at first, the dogs would run out of my den, but then they came back in. And it became very much a part of my life. But unbeknownst to me, it was not just standing up in front of people. It was the enthusiasm and the camaraderie of the other musicians, because music brought us all together. And it didn't matter what my history or how much money I had or any of that. What mattered was that I was enjoying myself and sharing with them. So I'll leave you with an analogy. I'm sitting here with Steve, and I have a glass of wine, red wine, in front of me. So we go back to the beginning of civilization. Wine was one of the first things they created. And the wine was supposed to be something that they used in honoring, religious honorings, and was also something that families used so that not only pray, but make themselves feel good over each other. And in that glass of wine came throughout all the centuries, the companion to wine was music. And that's why I'm drinking a glass of wine right now, because in a few minutes I'm going to have to sing.
I love that, Tim. And the idea of the camaraderie is cool. I think that's what does bring people together. And my experience in the music world, at least in this area of the world, is that the musicians are very supportive of one another. Very supportive. Nobody comes to a club to have a bad time. They come in to have a good time. And if you are a musician, an entertainer, a connector, a relationship builder, you build from that. You do. Last question for you. If music is a color, what color is it?
It's the same color as a good Cabernet Sauvignon.
And with that, Tim, have fun tonight on stage. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with another one pretty soon. Thank you.